Pat Sajak, one of television's most beloved and recognizable hosts, has been a staple in American households for over 4 decades. As the face of Wheel of Fortune, he has entertained audiences with his quick wit, humor, and effortless charm. However, after more than 40 years, Sajak made a shocking announcement. He is stepping down as host. His departure marks the end of an era, leaving fans wondering, why now? While retirement in television is not uncommon, the real reasons behind his decision are finally emerging. Was it simply time to move on, or is there more to the story? From the pressures of hosting to new opportunities, we'll explore Sajak's legendary career, behind-the-scenes challenges, and his emotional farewell. We'll also examine what's next for him and the future of Wheel of Fortune. Stay tuned as we uncover the truth behind Pat Sajak's retirement and his lasting impact on television history. Pat Sajak's career on Wheel of Fortune is nothing short of legendary. For over 40 years, he has been the face of one of television's most enduring game shows, bringing smiles to millions of viewers around the world. His ability to connect with contestants and his seamless hosting style have made him a household name. Very few television personalities can boast such a long and successful career, and Sajak's impact on pop culture is undeniable. When he first took over the show in 1981, no one could have predicted the massive success that Wheel of Fortune would achieve under his leadership. His natural charisma and calm demeanor helped transform a simple word puzzle game into a cultural phenomenon. Night after night, families gathered around their television screens, eager to watch Sajak's interactions with contestants, his witty banter with Vanna White, and the unpredictable twists of the game. Sajak's presence extended beyond the game show itself. He became a symbol of comfort and familiarity, a friendly face that people could rely on no matter how much the world around them changed. His chemistry with co-host Vanna White is one of television's longest-running partnerships, setting a standard for professionalism and camaraderie in the industry. Their effortless rapport made the show even more enjoyable, with many tuning in just to see their playful exchanges. Beyond his on-screen charm, Sajak has received numerous accolades, including multiple Emmy Awards and a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. His dedication to the show, coupled with his impeccable timing and humor, has cemented his status as one of the greatest game show hosts of all time. His retirement marks the end of a golden era in television, leaving behind a legacy that will be difficult to match. Long before Pat Sajak's official retirement announcement, speculation about his future on Wheel of Fortune had been circulating among fans and media outlets. Over the years, subtle signs indicated that change might be on the horizon. Observant viewers began noticing small shifts in Sajak's demeanor. His humor had become sharper, his interactions with contestants slightly more candid, and at times, he seemed less engaged than in previous seasons. Some of these changes sparked discussions online, with fans wondering if Sajak was losing interest in the show or if he was preparing to step down. His occasional remarks during episodes, where he joked about retirement or hinted at his long tenure, only fueled the speculation. During interviews, when asked about his future, Sajak remained vague, neither confirming nor denying plans to leave. However, his increasing willingness to acknowledge the possibility of stepping away suggested that retirement was no longer just a distant thought, it was a real consideration. Adding to the rumors were the changes happening behind the scenes. The television industry was evolving, and newer hosts were being introduced across various game shows. Networks were exploring fresh talent, leading some to believe that Wheel of Fortune might eventually undergo a transition. Meanwhile, Sajak's growing interest in other pursuits, including his passion for writing and politics, suggested he might be preparing for a new chapter in life. When Pat Sajak finally confirmed his retirement, the announcement sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry. On June 12, 2023, he made it official. He would be stepping down as host of Wheel of Fortune after the show's 41st season. The news quickly spread across social media, with fans expressing a mix of emotions ranging from sadness to gratitude for his years of dedication. Sajak released a heartfelt statement, acknowledging the incredible journey he had been on and expressing his deep appreciation for the fans who had supported him throughout the years. He reassured audiences that while his time as host was coming to an end, the show would continue, and he was confident it would thrive even after his departure. His words reflected both nostalgia and optimism, signaling that his decision was not made out of regret, but rather as a natural progression of his career. The announcement also prompted an outpouring of tributes from celebrities, television executives, and past contestants. Vanna White, His longtime co-host and close friend shared her emotions publicly, describing Sajak as not just a colleague, but as family. Their partnership had lasted more than 4 decades, making it one of the most enduring in television history. The network responded with equal reverence, acknowledging Sajak's monumental contributions to the success of Wheel of Fortune. Executives assured fans that the show would honor his legacy while preparing for the transition to a new host. The question on everyone's mind, however, was simple: who could possibly fill his shoes? As the farewell season approached, anticipation grew, and viewers braced themselves for the emotional farewell of a television icon. As Pat Sajak's retirement announcement settled in, fans and media alike speculated about the true reason behind his decision. Was it simply time to step away, or was there something deeper motivating his departure? While his official statement suggested a desire to move on after more than 4 decades, the reality behind his retirement was more complex than a single reason. One significant factor was the sheer length of his tenure. Hosting Wheel of Fortune for over 40 years required an extraordinary level of commitment. Despite his effortless charm on screen, the demands of the job were considerable. Sajak had often joked about the repetitive nature of the show, and while he clearly enjoyed his role, it was undeniable that after decades of the same routine, a sense of fatigue had set in. The decision to retire allowed him the freedom to explore other interests, relax, and enjoy life without the pressures of daily television. Health considerations also played a role. Though Sajak remained in good spirits, he had undergone emergency surgery in 2019 for a blocked intestine. While he recovered well, the incident was a reminder of his mortality and the importance of prioritizing his well-being. The unpredictable nature of health at his age likely factored into his decision, encouraging him to step away while still in good health and able to enjoy retirement. Additionally, Sajak's interests had expanded beyond television. A known enthusiast of political commentary, writing, and philanthropy, he expressed interest in engaging with projects that he hadn't had time for while hosting Wheel of Fortune. His departure was not about walking away from something he no longer loved. It was about embracing the next stage of his life. His choice to retire was not just inevitable, it was the right time. Despite Pat Sajak's effortless performance on screen, hosting a long-running television show like Wheel of Fortune was not without its challenges. For over 40 years, he maintained an incredible level of consistency, ensuring that each episode ran smoothly while keeping contestants engaged and audiences entertained. But behind the charm and humor, the job carried significant pressure. One of the biggest challenges was the sheer volume of episodes. Wheel of Fortune taped multiple shows in a single day, requiring Sajak to be constantly on his game, maintaining the same level of enthusiasm across hours of filming. Unlike scripted television, game shows require a host to react in real time, balancing contestant interactions, prize reveals, and gameplay mechanics without missing a beat. This level of focus and energy, sustained over decades, was no small feat. Additionally, public scrutiny was a constant reality. Every remark he made, every joke he delivered, and every interaction with contestants was subject to analysis by viewers and social media. In recent years, some of Sajak's quips and playful banter were misinterpreted, occasionally sparking minor controversies. While he had always maintained a lighthearted hosting style, the evolving landscape of media sensitivity meant that even small remarks could lead to viral discussions. Beyond the cameras, there were also the logistical and contractual aspects of the show. Negotiations, promotional appearances, and behind-the-scenes planning added another layer of responsibility. Though he rarely showed it, the accumulated weight of these factors contributed to his decision to retire. While he undoubtedly loved his role, the pressure of hosting a show for more than 4 decades was something very few television personalities had ever experienced. His retirement was not just a farewell to Wheel of Fortune, but also a well-earned break from the demands of an iconic but demanding career. Stepping away from Wheel of Fortune does not mean Pat Sajak will disappear from public life. Instead, his retirement opens the door to new opportunities, many of which he has hinted at in recent years. While he may no longer be spinning the wheel, he remains an active and engaged individual with a variety of interests. One possibility is that Sajak may pursue more writing and commentary. Throughout his career, he has expressed a strong interest in political and social issues, occasionally sharing his views through editorials and public discussions. With more free time, He may choose to contribute more actively to media platforms or even author a book about his experiences in television. Given his sharp wit and deep industry knowledge, such a project would be eagerly anticipated by fans and media alike. Another avenue Sajak might explore is education and mentorship. Having spent decades as one of television's most respected hosts, he possesses invaluable insights into broadcasting and media. He could take on a mentorship role, guiding aspiring television personalities or even guest lecturing at universities. His experience offers a wealth of knowledge for those interested in the entertainment industry. There is also speculation about whether Sajak will make occasional television appearances, whether as a guest on talk shows, a cameo in special events, or even a producer behind the scenes. He is unlikely to completely sever ties with the entertainment world. However, he has emphasized his desire for a quieter, more personal life, spending time with family, traveling, and engaging in hobbies he may not have had time for during his tenure as host. While Wheel of Fortune may be losing its most iconic face, Pat Sajak's story is far from over. His next chapter remains unwritten, but one thing is certain: he has earned the right to choose it on his own terms. Pat Sajak's departure raises one of the biggest questions in game show history. What happens to Wheel of Fortune without him? The show, which has been a staple of American television for decades, now faces the challenge of transitioning to a new host while maintaining its legacy. Historically, replacing an iconic host has been a tricky endeavor for television networks. Audiences grow attached to familiar faces, and changes in long-running shows can sometimes lead to declining viewership. The challenge for the producers of Wheel of Fortune is finding someone who can match Sajak's effortless charisma while bringing something fresh to the table. Several names have been rumored as potential replacements, including longtime television personalities and even former contestants. Some have suggested that Vanna White could take over as host, given her deep connection to the show and her own popularity among fans. Others believe a completely new face could bring renewed energy to the format. Ultimately, the decision will need to balance respect for the show's history with the need to modernize and adapt for future generations. Despite the change in leadership, Wheel of Fortune is unlikely to go anywhere. Its format remains one of the most engaging in game show history, and its fan base is both loyal and expansive. If the transition is handled correctly, the show could continue to thrive for many years to come. However, there is no denying that the departure of Pat Sajak marks a significant turning point. The challenge ahead is not just replacing a host, but preserving the heart and soul of a show that has become an institution in American entertainment. For over 4 decades, Vanna White has been more than just the letter-turning co-host of Wheel of Fortune. She has been an integral part of its success, a beloved television personality, and Pat Sajak's closest on-screen companion. When Sajak announced his retirement, fans immediately turned their attention to White, wondering how she felt about his departure and what it meant for her own future on the show. Shortly after the announcement, White shared an emotional message expressing her deep admiration and appreciation for Sajak. She described their partnership as more than just a working relationship. It was a lifelong friendship. Having stood beside him since 1982, she witnessed firsthand his professionalism, humor, and dedication to making Wheel of Fortune a television staple. She admitted that while she was happy for him, the thought of continuing the show without him felt surreal. White's reaction resonated with fans who had grown up watching the duo's effortless chemistry. Their lighthearted exchanges and playful banter were as much a part of the show as the spinning wheel itself. Many viewers voiced their concerns about what Wheel of Fortune would look like without Sajak, and whether White would also consider retiring. For now, White remains committed to the show. However, reports suggest she negotiated a contract extension to continue hosting alongside Sajak's eventual replacement. While the transition will be challenging, she expressed confidence that the show would go on, and that she would do her best to help guide it through this significant change. Her heartfelt response to Sajak's departure was a testament to their enduring bond, one that will remain even after his final episode airs. Throughout his 40-plus years as the host of Wheel of Fortune, Pat Sajak has experienced some of television's most memorable moments, from heartwarming interactions with contestants to hilarious bloopers that left audiences in stitches. His time on the show has been filled with moments that will live on in television history. One of the most famous instances occurred in 2014 when a contestant, Emil de Leon, shocked everyone by solving a nearly impossible puzzle with just 2 letters. Even Sajak was left speechless, momentarily stepping back in disbelief before running over to shake Emil's hand. The moment quickly went viral, solidifying itself as one of the greatest solves in game show history. Sajak's quick wit has also led to several unexpected but entertaining on-air moments. In one episode, he jokingly walked off the stage after a contestant gave a particularly humorous wrong answer, leaving Vanna White laughing as he pretended to quit on the spot. His ability to turn even minor mistakes into comedic gold endeared him to audiences and made the show feel more personal and engaging. There were also touching moments, like when Sajak emotionally reflected on the passing of longtime announcer Charlie O'Donnell, or when he honored military contestants by acknowledging their service. These instances showcased his ability to balance humor with sincerity, making him more than just a host. He was a trusted and familiar presence in viewers' homes. As Sajak prepares to step away, these unforgettable moments serve as a reminder of his impact on television. Whether through humor, surprises, or genuine human connections, his legacy will be defined by the joy he brought to millions over the years. Pat Sajak's departure from Wheel of Fortune marks the end of an era in television history, and fans are feeling the weight of the transition. For more than 4 decades, he has been a comforting and familiar presence, making his retirement an emotional moment for viewers who have grown up watching him. The announcement sparked an outpouring of tributes across social media, with fans expressing their appreciation for his years of dedication. Many longtime viewers shared personal stories of watching Wheel of Fortune with their families, making it a nightly tradition. Some recalled how they learned spelling and problem-solving skills through the show, while others spoke of the nostalgia tied to Sajak's presence. His ability to make every episode engaging and his friendly demeanor made audiences feel like they knew him personally. Celebrities and former contestants also paid tribute, with some calling him one of the greatest television hosts of all time. Television executives acknowledged the difficulty of replacing a figure as iconic as Sajak, knowing that his departure would be felt across the industry. To honor his legacy, Wheel of Fortune is expected to dedicate a special farewell episode highlighting his greatest moments. Fans will get to relive the laughter, the surprises, and the history-making moments that defined his career. Pat Sajak's career offers valuable lessons not just for aspiring television hosts, but for anyone looking to build a lasting and meaningful career. His ability to remain relevant for over 4 decades in an ever-changing industry speaks volumes about his professionalism, adaptability, and unwavering dedication to his craft. One of the most important takeaways from Sajak's success is the value of consistency. In an industry where trends come and go, he maintained a steady presence that audiences could rely on. He never tried to reinvent himself to chase popularity. Instead, he stayed true to his personality and allowed his natural charm to carry the show. His reliability made him one of the most trusted faces in entertainment. Another key lesson is the importance of genuine connection. Sajak didn't just read from cue cards. He engaged with contestants, responded with wit, and made every participant feel special. His interactions were not scripted. They were real, making viewers feel like they were watching a conversation rather than just a game show. His career also highlights the significance of grace under pressure. Live television comes with its fair share of unpredictable moments, yet Sajak always handled them with composure. Whether dealing with an unexpected answer, a technical glitch, or a contestant's nervousness, he navigated each situation with professionalism and humor. Lastly, Sajak's departure reinforces the lesson that knowing when to step away is just as important as knowing how to succeed. Rather than overstaying his welcome, he chose to retire at a time when he could still leave on a high note, ensuring that his legacy remains untarnished. His career serves as a masterclass in professionalism, longevity, and the art of making people feel welcome, qualities that will keep his name respected long after his final episode airs. As Pat Sajak prepares to say goodbye to Wheel of Fortune, one thing is certain: his legacy will live on. He may be retiring from the show, but his impact on television and entertainment will not be forgotten. His warmth, humor, and professionalism have set a standard that few in the industry can match. Though his time as host is coming to an end, his presence will still be felt in the memories he has created for millions of fans, the countless contestants he has encouraged, the iconic moments he has been a part of, and the joy he has brought into people's homes will remain a lasting part of television history. The future of Wheel of Fortune will undoubtedly look different, but the foundation Sajak helped build will endure. As he embarks on this next chapter of his life, fans will continue to celebrate his contributions and appreciate the years of entertainment he provided. To those who have watched him over the decades, this is not just a farewell, it is a heartfelt thank you. Thank you for the laughs, the unforgettable moments, and the unwavering dedication to making every episode special. Pat Sajak may be leaving the stage, but his influence will remain, spinning forever in the hearts of those who grew up watching him. And with that, we close this chapter, not with sadness, but with gratitude. If you've enjoyed this tribute, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content celebrating the legends of television. Until next time, keep spinning the wheel and cherishing the memories.